INFJ personality type explained. INFJ is one of the rarest and most intriguing personality types in the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, MBTI. Known as the advocate or the counselor, INFJs make up only about 1–2% of the population, yet their influence and impact on others are profound. In this video, we will fully explain what makes INFJs so unique, their core strengths, weaknesses, and how they navigate the world around them. INFJ stands for introverted, intuitive, feeling, and judging. These traits form the foundation of how INFJs perceive the world and make decisions. Introverted. INFJs draw energy from their inner world, preferring deep reflection and meaningful one-on-one interactions over large social gatherings. Intuitive. They focus on future possibilities and abstract concepts rather than the immediate reality. INFJs excel at seeing the big picture and imagining new ideas. Feeling. They make decisions based on empathy, personal values, and what feels right emotionally, prioritizing harmony and compassion. Judging. INFJs like structure and organization, preferring to have a clear plan and direction in life rather than leaving things open-ended. Together, these traits create a unique combination that makes INFJs insightful, empathetic, and visionary, but also complex and sometimes misunderstood. INFJs are often described as idealists. They are driven by a deep desire to make the world a better place and are motivated by their values and morals. They're the type of people who care deeply about social justice, human rights, and improving the lives of those around them. Because they're highly intuitive, INFJs often have a vision for the future that others may not see, allowing them to inspire change in a quiet but powerful way. Individuals with the INFJ personality have the ability to envision a better world and inspire others to join them in making that vision a reality. Their leadership style is based on empathy and moral conviction rather than force or domination. INFJs are known for their deep emotional intelligence and empathy. They can easily tune into the emotions of others, often sensing what people are feeling even if they don't explicitly say it. This emotional insight makes them excellent counselors, mentors, and friends who can offer support and guidance in a deeply compassionate way. If an INFJ senses that a friend is struggling, they'll intuitively know the right questions to ask and offer comfort, even if the friend hasn't spoken about their issues. Their emotional attunement makes them natural confidants, but it can also be overwhelming at times, as they may absorb the emotions of others. Although INFJs are introverts, they often come across as extroverted because of their strong social skills and ability to connect with others. They have a unique way of making people feel seen and understood. However, their introversion means that they need plenty of alone time to recharge after social interactions. This paradox often leaves others confused. INFJs may appear outgoing and warm in a conversation but need significant downtime afterward to regain their energy. An INFJ may lead a successful workshop or social event but feel emotionally drained afterward, needing solitude to process and recharge. INFJs are incredibly creative and imaginative. They're often drawn to artistic pursuits like writing, painting, or music because these outlets allow them to express their complex inner world. Many INFJs use creativity as a way to process their emotions and the vast amount of information they absorb from their surroundings. Their imaginative nature also helps them come up with unique solutions to problems, both in their personal and professional lives. An INFJ might dream up innovative ways to help a community or find a creative outlet in writing, using their imagination to explore philosophical or emotional themes. INFJs have incredibly high standards for themselves and those around them. This perfectionism can be both a strength and a weakness. On one hand, it drives them to do excellent work and to constantly strive for improvement. On the other hand, it can lead to burnout and frustration when things don't go as planned or when they fall short of their own expectations. An INFJ may spend hours perfecting a project, and even after receiving praise, they might still find flaws or areas for improvement that no one else notices. This tendency toward perfectionism can be paralyzing at times, making it hard for them to let go and move on. INFJs are deeply introspective and spend a lot of time reflecting on their thoughts, feelings, and experiences. They are constantly analyzing and seeking to understand themselves and the world around them. This inner world is often rich and complex, full of deep thoughts, philosophical musings, and idealistic dreams. However, this complexity can sometimes make it hard for INFJs to express their inner world to others. They may feel like no one fully understands them, leading to feelings of isolation or loneliness, even when they are surrounded by people who care about them. INFJs are guided by a strong sense of ethics and a deep desire to do what's right. They are often drawn to causes that promote social justice, equality, and compassion. They will stand up for their beliefs, even if it means going against the grain or facing opposition. This strong moral compass can make INFJs seem rigid or uncompromising to others, especially when they believe they are fighting for a cause they are passionate about. However, their sense of integrity and commitment to doing the right thing often earns them deep respect from those who understand their motivations. An INFJ might risk their job to expose unethical practices in the workplace, driven by their unwavering belief in justice and fairness. In relationships, INFJs seek deep, meaningful connections. They are not interested in superficial relationships or casual flings. They crave a deep emotional bond and a partner who understands their complex inner world. When they find someone who shares their values and understands their depth, they are incredibly loyal and devoted. However, INFJs can also struggle in relationships because of their high expectations and idealism. They often imagine a perfect relationship and may be disappointed when reality doesn't live up to their dreams. An INFJ might spend years searching for their soulmate, only to struggle with the imperfections that naturally arise in any relationship. Conflict is something INFJs tend to avoid at all costs. They are highly sensitive to tension and discord, and they may go to great lengths to keep the peace. This sensitivity to conflict can make them excellent mediators, but it can also cause them to suppress their own needs and desires to avoid upsetting others. In a work environment, an INFJ might avoid confronting a difficult colleague, preferring to handle the situation quietly or behind the scenes rather than engaging in open conflict. One of the more well-known traits of INFJs is the INFJ door slam. This happens when an INFJ feels deeply hurt or betrayed, and they decide to completely cut someone out of their life. INFJs are incredibly patient and forgiving, but when they reach their breaking point, they protect themselves by closing the door on that relationship. This can come as a shock to the person being slammed because INFJs often hide their hurt feelings until they can no longer tolerate the relationship. Once they decide to move on, it's usually final. An INFJ might quietly tolerate a toxic friendship for years, but when they finally realize that the relationship is no longer serving them, they will cut ties completely, often without warning. INFJs are complex, rare, and deeply empathetic individuals with a unique combination of traits that make them both incredibly powerful and sometimes misunderstood. Their idealism, creativity, and empathy allow them to inspire others and make meaningful changes in the world, but their high standards and sensitivity can also make life challenging. Whether you're an INFJ or someone who knows one, understanding these traits can help you appreciate the depth and uniqueness of this fascinating personality type.